Yo, welcome, welcome, welcome. 83 Anime. It is Monday night. It is 11:47 p.m. It's Tuesday night, actually. I'm a whole day behind, so it's Tuesday night. Welcome to 83 Anime. And also, there we go. Refresh that. Yep, both. Okay, let's do that one there. What up, Miracle Draws? Excuse me for a second. I'm trying to open some windows so I can see what's happening. Live control panel. Let's put that back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It should come back in a second. I was listening to music, didn't know you were gonna go live. That's because I was supposed to go live yesterday. Let's be real. I was supposed to be live yesterday. But because we missed yesterday, we are here today. So we live today. We got a little bit to go through. I'm gonna try to break down some of this stuff that we ran through the schedule really quick the other day. Yeah. First, we're gonna look at some quick announcements, see if there's anything important, and then we're going to check and make sure. First of all, my KBS rate is really low, so we need to fix that. It looks like we're okay. Sometimes that gets a little weird. The stream is coming in clear, so give me just a sec. 'Cause I am in the red right now. See, I thought so. I think we're good. I think we're okay. I just wanted to make sure because sometimes the frame rate seems to be a lot lower than normal. I don't know if it's my connection or what, but it does seem to be a little bit lower than normal. But anyway, let's get into it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, if you guys have an issue, just let me know in the comments or in the chat so we can try to fix it. Um, but it looks okay. All right, so let's get into this. We have some small announcements, I guess. Actually, it is skipping. I wanted to stream tonight, but we might have to postpone this because my frame rate is really low tonight. Maybe it's just me. We're gonna go forward with it. If it starts to mess up really bad, someone please let me know. Anyway, small announcements. It doesn't look like we have a lot this week. What we have right now currently is the hotel block will close on 6/13 for most hotels, so that would be this Friday. The hotel block, if you have not booked a room, will be closing. I didn't even know that was a thing that happens, but apparently all our reservations are going to now start being pushed in. So I guess they have to have a cutoff date to make sure that all the reservations go through the correct way. So if you have not booked a room, one, you're crazy. Two, you're crazy for waiting this late to book a room. Three, bro, where have you been? So book a room. You got till 6/13 to have a room book. That's what's happening. Also, another thing is the last day to buy your badge and have it mailed to you is June 17th. Um, This is if you live in the US or Canada. This is the last day to book your badge and have it mailed to you. If you buy your badge after this date, you have to pick it up on site. Okay, you can pick it up the day before the con. You can pick it up the day first day of the con, but the last day to get your ticket and have it mailed to you is June 17th. We have a voice actor announcement, Tanjiro, Cyberpunk Edge Runner. Um, Panel announcement of the hit anime the Netflix anime. So Cyberpunk Edge Runner apparently has a panel. I don't know if this is going to lead to an announcement of something else. Their ending was pretty straightforward, so I don't think there's a sequel. But hey, you never know. The Anime Man is going to be there. Looks like we're slowly getting into more industry appearances. Anime Expo classroom checklist. This is all the stuff you need to do. Now, if you follow the AB3 Anime YouTube channel, you would know we have talked about all these different categories multiple times. Okay. So you should be on this last step right now. Save up for fun shopping and food. Like, this is the last thing you need to be doing is just putting money away to pay for things. That's where we at right now. Screening announcement. A Miku who can't sing for at Anime Expo. All right, so this is one of the things we're gonna get into. Panel Expo, join Lily, Pichu, and Caleb. English voice acting cast. So watch scenes from which watch? Which watch? I turned it on. I watched like 2 episodes. I didn't really get into it like that, but I see why people would like it. Voice actor again. Ben Namco's Fiendworks autograph section for Mobile Suit Gundam. One Punch Man autographs. Oh, they're actually throwing out the full autographs for some of these people. Fill out the form below for your chance to see messages and questions read during the One Punch Man panel. That's kind of cool, actually. This is going to be a very packed panel. If you're interested in going to the One Punch Man panel, it is going to be very, very packed. Simba, Suyusha. Dude, I saw a Miku car parked on my street a few hours ago. Yo, there is so many Miku cars. So many. They 1 year AX had like a Miku Lambo, and then the next year they had a Miku Civic, and like there's so many Mikus. Some weeb girl was picking up her rotisserie chicken in a Miku car. It's crazy. Another voice actor announcement, One Punch Man panel, Beyblade X. There's a tournament, national tournament at Anime Expo. The winner of this tournament will advance to represent the U.S. at the Beyblade World Championships scheduled in Japan. We really out here letting it rip like that? It's going down? I didn't know that was a thing. Cosplay judge, cosplay senpai, one of the hosts. This is a list of all the voice actors, and there's so many. Panel announcement next week would be an Anime Expo. These are debuts of special appearances of English dub world premiere of a Sakamoto Days Expo episode. Beastars final season, My Melody with Kurumi, record of Ragnarok 3. So there's so much stuff. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a list real quick. All right. I got the dry erase board next to me. We're gonna go through this schedule, right? And we're gonna categorize these premieres so you bitches know what to stand in line for and you don't waste your time. Okay? Because there's a lot of things you can stand in line for at Anime Expo because of the way the panels are. And there are certain things that are like die hard you should stand in line for, and other things that will be like a complete waste of time and you should go wait in line for something else. So we got the schedule back up. We're going to be at live chart. So what we're going to do is literally discern between categories of premieres. Okay. So your boy got the board. All right. We're gonna break this down real simple. Okay. Yes. Welcome to Professor AB3 Anime's class on Weebology in this bitch. All right. We have a bunch of this is kind of cute. Don't even worry about it. We have um we're gonna do I was gonna do five categories, but we're gonna do four, probably three or four. So the first one we're gonna have is a stream because this is literally just like legit some shit that you can watch at any time that they're just streaming at the con, right? Then we're gonna have a separate category. This is premieres, okay? You feel me? And if I spelled that wrong, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. It should be this one. I don't know. We fucked it all the way up. We're gonna let it ride. We're gonna I should put debut. We have premieres, okay? Second category. What do you think about the current LA Rise? Uh let me get through these categories and then I'm gonna answer that exact question. Okay, we got premieres, okay? The next category is US premiere. This is a premiere, but it's only a premiere in America. This is some shit you can go on a black site on and watch in Japan. Like you can watch a bunch of these US premieres online already. Just so this is like a dub premiere. Then we have the world premieres. This is the first time this is being seen. All right. This is like the best category we could get into is the world premiere category. This is by far the best category we want. All right. So we have these four categories. We will separate everything into these four categories. To answer your question, Alpha Dre David, I don't know what to think about it. Um, let's be real. So you have what the news is showing us, and you have what's actually happening. What the news is showing us is the most extreme versions of said protests and events. What's actually happening based on what people who are there are saying is a lot of them aren't having any trouble getting to work. There's no traffic backup. They're easily moving around. Is it going to be a problem for AX? No, I don't think so. Anime Expo's in July. The biggest thing about the US that we can all agree on is the US has a very, very short attention span. This is what's happening right now. The main reason a lot of this is happening right now is yes, immigration sucks. It is what it is. Again, we're not a political channel, but the presidential US parade celebration this weekend, you know, the parade that the president said ain't for him, but it's for the country on his birthday, and we just celebrating things. I think once we get past this, we'll see some of these things pull back. But I do think the protest situation is going to run through the next weekend, through this weekend, maybe in the next week. But I do think it will slowly pull back. Um, that's literally what happens here, unfortunately. I don't foresee it being a problem for Anime Expo, but I do get why you would ask that question. I do think we are too far out for it to actually bother Anime Expo like that. And I also think the attention span of the people will slowly start to thin that crowd over the next few weeks. Now, I do think the crowd will increase over the weekend because of protests against that parade that's happening. But again, I do think it won't affect Anime Expo. So good question though, but I don't think we'll have to worry about that. All right, so You gotta see the four categories. All right. Oh, we're gonna add one more category. I think the same. It'll be done by the time AX is here. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna put this last category down here at the bottom because at the end of the day, it's different. This is a sneak peek, okay? Sneak peeks are literally what they sound like. You get a you get a scene, you get a you get a scene, you get a trailer, something like that. That's what a sneak peek is. All right. You're not getting a full episode, a full movie. You're only getting like a partial statement. Okay. It's like you went in for the full service massage, but you only got your feet rubbed. That's what the sneak peek is. Okay. That's what's happening. Let's get into this stuff though. I think it will be resolved by then. Now the Marines are getting involved in it. It will definitely be less. Yeah, it's way too much going on. It's mainly because of the other stuff this weekend. As soon as that stuff passes, it'll slowly teeter off. All right, so we have our categories. Now I'm not gonna write the title of every one of these in these categories, but we do know the first word in every anime, so I'll try to do that. So as we find a premiere, if you guys see one that I don't see, let me know. So this one here, starting your morning off from Japan. This is the first day one. First of all, I'm usually never in a panel line first thing in the morning, but damn, okay. All right, be among the first to catch two new episodes and a series premiere from exciting titles as Let This Grievance Soul Retire, Dengeng no Magoro, The Earthbound Mole, A Couple Cuckoo Season 2, and a world premiere of May I Ask for One Final Thing. So, first of all, we have one world premiere in this category of one final thing. So, if you're looking for your first world premiere, this would be the one you would go to. You would go to this Crunchyroll panel because they do give you a world premiere. Now, when it comes to the other animes in this list, Let This Grieving Soul Retire is a continuation. So let's see if it premieres the same time. All right. Let this grievance all retire. And we're gonna do I think this is the second core. Season two is actually October 2025. So there are two premieres in this. This is actually a really good panel to check out if you're looking for a full blown premiere. So because there are so many different animes in this, Earthbound Mole is a premiere, Couple Cuckoos season two. This actually is an excellent panel for world premieres. So we're gonna switch this from that because it looks like Let the Scream of Soul Retire isn't coming out till October. So if that's the case, this panel is 100% a world premiere. So this is our first like legit. Ain't nobody else gonna see it but us. So the world premiere category, you guys gotta realize, a lot of this stuff is stuff we'll see months, if not sometimes even not. I'm not talking about like 1 or 2 months. Sometimes 6 to 8 months ahead of other people. So this Crunchyroll panel on day one at 10 a.m. It's a world premiere panel. So check that one out. Okay, we're again, I'm just going through the premieres and stuff and trying to make sure. And we're gonna put I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller next time. But anything that goes in this category is 100% a 10 out of 10, and you should wait in line for it early. US premiere to me, this is like a 3 or something, but realistically, for a lot of people, US premiere is probably going to be about a 7. Now, premiere, we're going to do 6 and then stream 5. Sneak peek is a 9. The only reason I say a sneak peek is a 9 is because you're seeing something that legit no one else is going to be able to see at all. So sneak peek is definitely a 9. But let's go to it. World premiere again of Inexpressive Shidawada and Expressive Oda. So NBC's is a world premiere as well. NBC panel got another world premiere there, so that's a good one. Peak Anime, Anime Jeopardy. So anything that goes in the world premiere category, guys, is something you're going to want to line up for. Before everything else, this is for sure the category of go get in line for this shit. This category is if you're a dub person and you only watch anime and dub, this is probably your category. A premiere is something you will line up for if this ain't happening. Like if you're lining up for a premiere versus a world premiere, you're crazy. Don't do that. And a stream is, bro, you're insane. I'm not waiting for a stream. Um, let's see. Omio Kaiten Rebirth Verse special 2 episode premiere. Okay. So this again, we're gonna check, see what it is, see what we're looking for. First of all, this don't look like nothing I would want to watch. Um, July 2nd on Crunchyroll. So while this is listed, the only reason this goes technically this is not a world premiere. This is actually a premiere, okay? Because this episode does come out technically the day before the convention. You could watch this. The only benefit is it is a 2 episode. So if you can watch the second episode as well, but this is going in the premiere category because one, this comes out before the con. And two, bro, you can wait. Like the con ends on Sunday. The next, what is that? The 8th? If it comes out on the 2nd, the 9th would be the next day. The con ends on the 6th, so you just wait 3 more days. Nah, fam, this is a premiere. I'm sorry. So, Omeo panel. Oh, not. Oh, Namio panel. That's a premiere, fam. Honestly, is it a premiere or a stream? I'm gonna give you premiere because the second episode is something you can't watch. You'll be watching ahead of time. So I'm gonna say it's a premiere. I damn near want to put it in stream, in all honesty. But we're gonna put it in premiere. Ace is on my hair actually getting MVP cut. I appreciate you, chum. We going through the premieres right now. We categorizing all the premieres into what you should be waiting in line for. Loki Bird. Not for me. Sports Anime Festival. This is not a premiere either. Aniplex Industry Panel. Um, Celebrate past, present, future where anime industry panel that will surely be an event to remember. So the Animex panel doesn't say anything, so I can't put that there. Clevitus. Clevitus is another one. I wish some of these would just like list themselves here and I could see what they are, but I don't see Clevitus. So we're gonna go here, there. We're gonna put Clevitus. Clevitus releases on July 2nd. Again, this is another, and the first episode will be an hour long. So when they're saying a special 1 hour premiere of Clevitus, this will literally be happening the day before the con. This ain't even a premiere. This is a stream. They will be streaming Clevitus. This is something you can watch on pre-anime expo night. And it's the same 1 hour premiere. You just watch it on Crunchyroll. So this is a stream. That's not a premiere. If its release date is July 2nd, they're just gonna be streaming the same 1 hour episode. So no, you get put in the stream category. ASCII Games, introducing Boy Love Artist. Shield Hero Season 4, and you get to see Episode 1. Now, Shield Hero, I did see here on this list. Shield Hero does not list its premiere date, but what we're going to do is we're going to copy it again. We're going to make sure that Shield Hero doesn't have an actual release date. It just says July. So we don't have an official date. So because we don't have an official date, we're going to put this in the world premiere category because it's something that you'll be seeing before other people. Okay, you get to see this one before other people. There is no official date of the release of this yet. Um, yeah, AX is like 3 weeks away, fam. Like it's like really close. So we're trying to get all this done. That's why we're going through these categories. Davi, we just trying to make sure we get all this stuff straight. Don't want you guys waiting in line for something that doesn't make sense. Why wait in line for Clevitus? Clevitus is at where's Clevitus? Clevitus is at 2 p.m. Shield Hero is at 3:30. The Shield Hero panel is going to be very packed. So you're going to need to line up for Shield Hero at like 2:30. Why would you be sitting in the Clevitus panel for an hour knowing that it's not a world premiere, but Shield Hero is a world premiere? Like, nah, fam, we gonna get you guys lined up correctly, okay? We'll make sure all this is good. Shout out to First Last for helping me get this order and stuff. And I seen the little note left, so I appreciate you. Bushy Road panel, colorful stage, Final Thumbla, Mappa, Chainsaw Man, Rize arc. Okay, so this is our first sneak peek. There's a very good chance, and I'm just predicting, that the Chainsaw Man panel will either show a new trailer or a scene from the movie. Okay, you're going to get one of the two. What's up, First Last? All right, so Chainsaw Man is our first sneak peek. So we're gonna put Chainsaw Man down here. Now, the peek category is a 9. The reason I say that is depending on how much of a fan you are, the sneak peek outweighs a world premiere to you. And that's just real. If you're a diehard Chainsaw Man fan, the sneak peek at the Chainsaw Man movie is going to outweigh all of these panels for you. So that's okay. That's why I put it at a 9. But Chainsaw Man, definitely a sneak peek. Gotcha Kuda creators. This is not to be confused. Not gonna lie, the only anime I'm really interested to catch is the premiere of Summer Hikaru. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. So this is a Gotcha Kuda panel. This is not the actual premiere. That is a different day. I think it's the next day. So we're gonna keep moving. Solo camping for 2. We did watch this trailer. I am interested in this. I don't know why, but I am. Um, and this is a 2 special premiere. Oh no, Solo Camping for 2 is a special premiere. So you get a special premiere of this. Um, Solo Camping. Is it on this list? There's a lot of anime on this list, but I don't see Solo Camping. So we're gonna have to look it up real quick. Um, see if we got a date on that. Solo Camping for 2. The anime will premiere on July 10th. Okay, so we're looking at this one. Solo Camping is July 10th. That means you get to see this premiere almost a week ahead of everyone else. So this is actually technically a world premiere Personally, to me, again, this falls into that do I wait a couple days category of a standard premiere? But because there's no media released at all besides this goes into the world premiere category. So solo camping is indeed a world premiere, although you do have the slide option of waiting till the 10th. Ghost in the Shell, I'm assuming this is a sneak peek because they don't state that. We're kind of going to move on from it. So this is a US premiere. The difference in the category. So this is stuff that has already been released in Japan, but now is going to premiere in the US. So this has already been released in Japan. So Hypnosic or whatever, Hypnosonic. This is a US premiere. Okay. So technically online, I ain't gonna tell y'all where to look, but there's ways to find that. But if you're someone who likes dub, if you're someone who waits the proper way to watch an anime or check something out, then this US premiere is something you would want to see. But again, you don't get into this category because you are a US premiere. That means you already premiered somewhere else. Let's see. J-pop sound cover. World premiere of A Star Brighter Than the Sun. So this is not coming out till October. So this is a super world premiere. We're just gonna put brighter because I'm not writing that whole thing in this little spot. So that is another world premiere. Fishing content creation, Idle Summer, world cast and dubbing, Cloverworks industry panel. They have a U.S. premiere. A rascal does not dream of bunny, and the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. Um, let's see if this. So again, U.S. premiere means this has already been out. So this category may end up being something that holds pops into the U.S. premiere for both. It all depends on this. July 5th. Okay. So this panel is both a US premiere and a regular premiere. So because of that, we're going to put Cloverworks panel. I'm gonna just put it right in the middle, honestly. Because one half of it is literally going to be um, a, a regular premiere, and the other half is going to be a US premiere. So we're kind of in the middle of that one. Page to cosplay, guilty, not guilty. And now we're at the 18 plus stuff. The only 18 plus panel that I know is a premiere is Panty Stocking, but that's not even on this day. So go back to the top. We can go to the next day. I'm gonna try to breeze through these. This is a longer stream than I. It's gonna be a little bit longer stream than I normally do during the weekdays, but it's because we're trying to get this stuff done. If I get sleepy, First Last is just gonna scream and wake me back up. That's just what's gonna happen. Gotcha Kuda US premiere. Ah, Gotcha Kuda is a US premiere. When the world premiere come out? It says it's the 6th. And the panel's on the 4th. So technically, Gotcha Kuda is a world premiere. Even though it says US premiere, Gotcha Kuda is actually going to end up being in my world premiere category because we can't actually watch the anime until the 6th. So watching it on the 4th means that you can get in this category. If you're wondering why I didn't put the other Cloverworks one in there, is because it was so weird. Like you could literally watch them at the same time. It was just weird. So you get Cloverworks staying there. Gachakuda is a world premiere. Demon Slayer, 100%. This is, I think, just a music one. Yeah, that's just a music. Okay. On the manga, Legend Trend, Pokemon Stuff, Valorant, da da da, live drawing, manga, Summoner panel, Beyblade X. Let's see that. High Dive presents a 10-year celebration. Probably get a second part of that. Finrin as well. Let's see. Bandai Namco, anime, special guys. Main character. So this is actually a sneak peek. So we're gonna put the Bandai panel down here. So this is a sneak peek panel that you're not gonna get the full thing, but they will give you a scene or a trailer or something. Leveling up, how to level. So we have Sonda discussion. We have Dandadan. We have Beat Stars. So Sonda is the premiere for this. So Sonda is a world premiere. We're gonna go with Sonda in the world premiere category and move on from there. Open auditions, Witch Watch panel. Witch Watch is a stream panel. It is not going to be a world premiere or anything like that. So we're gonna keep moving from Witch Watch. Global producer, Asane Muku, fan stage, A Cafe, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Fun with Gunpla. They're doing a double screening for this, so that's gonna be a long day for that panel. Bad Girl North American premiere. Bad Girl is a anime. Hopefully this does not pop up some crazy stuff. July 7th. Okay, so this is indeed another world premiere. So we got Bad Girl in this category. So a little insight on AB3 anime. I focus on this category. What is a world premiere that I can see before other people? This is the category I focus on. I don't really usually mess with these. The only reason I did a sneak peek one time was solo leveling, and that was definitely worth it. But those are the only ones I really see. Like I go to is like the world premiere category. Iron Mouse, Last Blossom, Bleach Thousand War, Year Blood War panel. This is going to be a sneak peek as well of the final season of the Blood War arc. So I'll put that there. Obey Me, Art of Leveling, Pocket Theory, Rhinestones, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Way Forward, Funmaker, Delicious and Data. Okay, the Summoner Hikaru died. This is a premiere as well. Because this actually comes out after we leave Anime Expo or one of the last days. So we're gonna put this up here for summer. This is definitely something you want to check out. Um, they've spaced out this really well. So far we've got a bunch of world premieres, and that's kind of what you want to see. Okay, you want to see that kind of premiere event. This is Leviathan as well, exclusive premiere of the new live action adventure. So we got Leviathan. I have been seeing this on Netflix premiere trailers. So we got Leviathan as well, adding it to the list. This is kind of what you want to see for Anime Expo. They really listen to the people because last year a lot of people complained there were so many industry and VTuber performances and stuff like that. It was like, where's the actual anime at Anime Expo? Like, there's no actual anime. Where's the manga panels? Like, where are these things at? And it seems they went back into that this year, which is exactly what people wanted. The Dangers in My Heart sneak peek. So this is another sneak peek. You'll get to see a trailer. You'll get to see a scene from it. That's kind of what you're looking at in this panel. Jeopardy broadcast, Studio Trigger, world premiere, Penny Stocking. You go down here. Knew that was coming. Pub Lang, Horror Thriller, Genshin Impact, Kosh Cab. Oh, we're in all 18 plus stuff, so we're gonna move back to the top. All right, so we have 2 more days left to go through. We're gonna try to power through these 2 days. So far, world premieres. So far, we have one U.S. premiere that is a strictly U.S. premiere. Two, if you count the one that closer works. Omeo is a premiere. Clevitis is a stream. We have one, two, three, four sneak peeks so far. And the premieres, we have 11 world premieres so far at Anime Expo, which is amazing to say. So they did a good job in bringing the anime back. Is there any? Is there an anime you're expecting to catch at AX? Um, I was really interested personally in Gachakuda. I did like the trailer for Solo Camping. The Crunchyroll panel definitely is something that has my interest. And if you haven't seen the schedule yet, Saturday and Sunday both have a lot of panels. So a lot. The High Dive premiere is also on Saturday. This is a world premiere as well. We don't know what it is. It's such a premiere they haven't even told us what they're showing yet for High Dive, but it is a premiere. But no, I'm the type that I check when I go to Anime Expo. I look for what the world premieres are, and if it's a new anime, I prioritize going to the new anime unless I'm just like a die-hard fan of the anime they're premiering somewhere else. None of these would pull me away from the other ones. None of these, anyway. I haven't seen anything that does that yet. A Wild Last Boss appeared. Also going to be a world premiere. I'm gonna put an LB right here for Last Boss. Hell Teacher, I did see that. That is also a world premiere. I wanted to see Hell Teacher too, but I won't. Both of those are gonna be solid. Those are two excellent premieres on Saturday. One Punch Man season 3 panels. So this is going to be a sneak peek. This is not going to be a full episode, but you will either see a new trailer, you'll see a scene or something. Hopefully, Hot Eye Premiere will have the Oshinoko season 3 trailer or something to tease. I don't know. They're not giving us any info on the High Dive one yet. I have no idea what that High Dive premiere is. So we're going to assume it's something really good, but I don't know what it is. Yes, I'm eating gummy worms. Need some energy to keep talking. Well, I need some sugar to wake up. That's really what I need, some more sugar. Okay, let's see. Ragnarok season 3. This is North Star. Killers be killed. So the Warner Brothers panel is a sneak peek and not an actual episode. But you might, if you're a big fan of regular Ragnarok, I think there's also a regular Ragnarok panel. But we'll see. Doctor Stone Core 2 premiere. Now, Doctor Stone is on this list. Doctor Stone technically premieres There it is. July 10th. Therefore, the Dr. Stone premiere is a world premiere. First, last, we have to finish Dr. Stone. Well, I do. I just know that the One Punch Man panel might be packed since we haven't gotten um, anything, not even a director. One Punch Man is going to be packed anyway. Any anime that is super popular in the mainstream, their line is going to be massive. So just remember that, like, those lines are going to be massive. So One Punch, Bleach, um, Chainsaw Man, a lot of these are going to be Shield Hero, Crunchyroll, NBC. These panels are going to be filled with people. And not only that, certain panels like Crunchyroll and NBC are going to be filled with a lot of press as well. So just expect that kind of situation. Dark Heroes, U.S. premiere of a new generation of Dark Heroes. Don't know. Dark Heroics. Let's see. Is that a world premiere, a U.S. premiere? July 11th. So Dark Heroes is also a world premiere. Gintama, another world premiere. Getting Toki in this bitch. Shout out Little Sis. That was one of her two favorite animes. Orange Presents, Animating Beastars and Leviathan. It's an animation panel, not exactly. This is a rescreen. Okay, this is the censored version that is the. This isn't a premiere or anything. This is a stream. So this is the censored panty and stocking. So all you guys who are 18 plus can watch the world premiere the night before, and those of you guys who are under 18 have to watch the streaming version the next day. Dan the Dan panel. Now, this show is already going to be out in streaming. Dan to Dan is a stream, not a world premiere. Because Dan to Dan technically comes out before we go to Anime Expo. So Dan to Dan is a stream. Outlandish Swipe. Um, Crunchyroll industry panel for the second day is more of a announcement panel. You might see trailers in the second day. So we're going to go sneak peek with Crunchyroll day 2. But day 2 specifically. I think I'm just going to see a bunch of looming lines all day when I'm walking around the con. Hear me out, Ro, and this is going to sound crazy. I think the only place you won't see super crazy lines is the convention center. And the new Anime Expo map is the reason that we won't see crazy lines at the convention center. So you go here, see if we can pull this off. Let's go to pull up the map. I wonder if it's playing your trip. One of these categories, I can see the map. I just can't remember which one. Hours and maps. Okay. So, for those of you guys who have not seen they crunch the actual map yet. You bitches really gonna make me look for it the hard way. Oh, y'all suck. Y'all truly suck for having me look it up this way. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna look it up the other way. All right, so, bro, this is the reason we won't see super long lines at the convention center. All of the premieres this year, all the major premieres, are nowhere near West Hall. So, for those of you guys who do not know, Anime Expo typically spread their anime premieres between West Hall and the JW Marriott. That's kind of where the big panels ended up at the JW, and everything else pretty much ended up in West Hall. This year, there are some panels in West Hall, but they put a lot of the smaller panels in West Hall this year. All the major panels are Peacock Theater and JW Marriott. This is where all the major panels are this year. Like the big premieres, the concerts, all that stuff is in this area. So for the first time, you usually can walk around LA Live pretty easily. You can walk up and down this area, get food, take cosplay photos, all that stuff. This year, this area is going to be crazy filled with people. Like crazy filled with people. So this is not some it's definitely gonna be very this area you'll probably be able to move around in certain places. This area we should actually be able to move around a lot smoother because of the fact that everyone's going to be concentrated over here most of the day. So this is going to be really interesting to see how that works. Even this is food and stuff this year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be different too. Is this is a food area? AX Crossing is a food area. This and it all leads right into here. So it's going to be really interesting to see how everyone is like moving around this year. Um, we're almost there though. Let's get through a couple more of these because your boy is tired. All right, let's see. What's next? What's next? Call of the Night, season two, episode one and two, before they hit high dive. So, Call of the Night goes under this category. Shout out to Call of the Night. Detective Conan. So, I'm actually having trouble between these two because I fuck with Detective Conan. Um, this is a U.S. premiere of Detective Conan. So, this goes here. The only reason I'm probably going to go to Call of the Night is Detective Conan is a US premiere, which means I can generally hunt down the movie online. I know that sounds crazy to say out loud, but you can generally hunt down the movie online. So I'll go to the Call of the Night premiere. But it's one of those things. That's the wrestling panel, anime black culture, waifu wars masquerade. Okay, no. And we're 18 plus panels. Okay. One more day, and we're going to be done for the night, guys. Your boy's been separating premieres for y'all over here so y'all can see what it. All right, brother. Have a good night. JJK, they're going to give you a sneak peek of upcoming JJK stuff. That's 100%. So we're gonna put that in the sneak peek category. Kaiju number 8. Special surprise builds for season two. So Kaiju goes into the sneak peek category. Toilet Bound special premiere. I think that's a regular premiere though, not a world premiere. So Toilet Bound goes here. Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant. Again, a regular premiere. Outcast Restaurant is right. I just saw it 2 seconds ago. Here comes out on third while we're at Anime Expo. It's a normal stream, so we're gonna say Outcast goes here. I know I'm tired too, bro. I'm just trying to get through it. We almost there. I swear we only got like three more premieres to write down. Something like that. We're almost done. Charity auction, pretty derby, beginning of a new era screening. So this is a screening, which means that it is a stream as well. So pretty derby. You know you're tired when you start writing cursive. Arcana through time, high dive, the premiere of seduction, and that's it. Okay, that is it for us. And I probably missed some in between, but I'm tired, and that's just how this works right now. So I appreciate you guys staying up while we made this map of what is actually a world premiere versus what's actually a premiere you can watch anytime. By my count, we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the sneak peeks. Hell of a lot of world premieres. I wish AX still had a AMV chill. I know that that was cool. The all night anime rooms were cool. But I'm tired. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here for the stream. Um, I will let you guys know when the next stream is. Don't know if I'll be streaming Friday yet. If not Friday, it would probably be Monday. But thank you guys for being here as always. And I'll see you in the next video.